Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
John Sears, WHO
Hi, John.
TV. When you look at the expectations for this program, to the Caitlin years, they were kind of through the roof, but even in the following years, they've remained really high. Are those expectations something that you welcome? And do your players kind of feel that as well, that this program, there's kind of an expectation level that it's been built to?
Yeah. You know, I think anybody that gets into coaching, right, at the beginning, I remember, I thought of myself in the Caitlin era, of a young coach. When I came back from overseas, working with Lisa, like you just like, even when I signed, we're going to go to the Final Four. Everybody wants to go do that. And then it isn't until you get into the process of how difficult it is, right? You know, if it was that easy, I mean, there'd be scads of teams going to the Final Four. But there's a reason why there's, you know, a lot of, you know, some of those, you know, blue bloods. And, you know, you think about, there's so many great coaches that have never gotten to go to a Final Four, assistants and heads. And so I feel really grateful for that. But as we've navigated this, certainly that's the goal. And I feel really blessed to be at the point in time now where those expectations are high, because we've all tasted it, right? The fan base has tasted it. It's fun to play deep. It's fun to go to those Final Fours. It is a different level of pressure. And, you know, Lisa, you know, she used that for our last year, certainly with the team, the Billie Jean King quote of, you know, pressure is a privilege. And it certainly is. I'd rather have it than no one caring. But that's the trick, because you're chasing it. You're chasing greatness. I believe it was Mike Kalas that asked me that in my original opening press conference when I got the job. And it kind of can sound cliche, but I think that's what I do every day, and I want to become that. But when you're recruiting these kids, they do not yet know how hard it is. They have no clue how hard it is going to beat Ashland, because they've just seen it on TV. It looks so glamorous, and you recruit to this whole thing. But the trick is to get people to really understand the hard. And we want to be here. And if you want to be here at that level, then we all got to do things a lot differently than, you know, you've ever done them before. And that's the fun part, which, you know, we were always kind of trying to get to that point. And then when we broke through with the Caitlin era, you wish you could just be a pro team and kind of keep that philosophy and that mindset with all those people. They'd been there and they knew the standard, and they could be like, hey, this is what you got to do. We can't take that possession off. And so that's the fun part, but the challenging part, because everybody on our team wants that right now. But the understanding is beginning of like, holy cow, we got to go this hard. I got to do this rep again. Yeah, we do. We're probably going to do it about 6,000 more times before we open up, you know. But yes, I welcome that, and it's a privilege truly to be here at this time. And now I'm just trying to hold the standard and then some.